Uninterrupted Writings and Media Incorporated presents the LSU Odyssey Oddcast with your host, Lon Phillips. How's it going, everybody? Yo, it's your hosteth, Lon Philippith Sullivaneth. And, news breaking, of course, that Tre Bradford, who had entered his name into the transfer portal with Oklahoma, is now rejoining the LSU Tigers. You know, Tre Bradford was a freshman last year, I believe out of Lancaster, Texas. And he's a speedster. He didn't completely show it at LSU because he didn't really get the opportunities, in my opinion, in 2020 with that offense. But he did catch a huge third down and near the goal line screen pass from Max Johnson against Florida. It helped us take the lead in the fourth quarter, a lead we would have to regain with of course, Cade York field goal. But still, nonetheless, a huge play. Tre Bradford had a few big plays, but nothing special in 2020. So he comes back to LSU. Some people are pissed off. Some people were going to be pissed off about this. LSU Odyssey reported that he was, shortly after going to Oklahoma and entering his name in the transfer portal, he was coming back. And we just kind of left it at that, and we're just, okay, I think this is going to happen, but let's just see what happens. I think that's exactly what LSU were doing. We're going to wait and see what happens with the run game during week one. They saw it. They need more options. John Emery's not going to be available. Can't at least be counted on to be available. Or at least, the infractions and compliance people are just hounding LSU football right now. Either way, whatever's going on, we'll get to the bottom of that and expose it, good or bad. But with Tre Bradford coming in, many have asked me, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And I said the same. I'm going to say the same thing I said back then. All hands on deck. I don't really give a damn. All hands on deck, baby. If LSU want to get anywhere this season, trying anybody is, a solution I would try. Not just anybody, but, when Brian Thomas has a 17-yard catch, when Jack Besh has an 18-yard catch, and then they're never targeted again. Well, Besh was targeted one more time. That's not on the quarterback. That's on scheme, because those plays were extremely rigidly designed. There was nowhere for Max to truly go with progressions, have second or third options, unless he vacated the pocket. And then there was always Kayshon Boutte, which I know people are saying to Max that's a deficiency in Max's game. I'm sorry. If you had Kayshon Boutte on your team, I think you'd be throwing to him every time if you could as well. Because every time you do, it just might be a touchdown. It was a facet of his game I told everybody about. I wrote all the time about in 2019 and 2020. This dude coming in is going to be explosive. He's going to be not only explosive, but one of the Tigers' best players. And I likened him to Percy Harvin a bit. He hasn't taken that step to being, a true backfield threat or anything like that, or even used in the backfield, really. But I feel if we, want to start really lighting some defenses up like we could, we would actually start using him in an RPO jet sweep action, because it's unstoppable, especially when you start throwing screens off of it. You got him just finishing the motion, going into the slot or something weird, and you bullet him the ball straight off the line. Bullet the blue sky, as U2 would sing. And you just let him go. Maybe he only gets 4 or 5 yards. Maybe they're right on it. Okay, fine. Next time, you do the jet sweep. Are they on that? I don't think so. You get a bunch of yards off that. If you don't, you keep running it. You mix it in. You keep going with it. That's the thing is LSU, they were staying patient with the wrong plays, in my opinion, the other night. It's just, it's totally the wrong plays. And so, Tre Bradford, what does he bring to an offense that is searching for some type of soul in the running game? Well, for one thing, I didn't really think he was needed. I don't really think Tre Bradford is necessary for LSU right now. Is he a bonus? He could be. He could be a big pickup, especially if he contributes, frees up even more space for Ty Davis-Price, Josh Williams, whoever else they're going to put in there. I still back Ty Davis-Price because he just had nowhere to run yet. We have no idea what type of runner he is in year 3 now because we just haven't been able to see it. Negative yards before contact, when you and I saw what we saw, that points to the statistic that this is on the offensive line. It has nothing to do with the running backs. There's a few plays where, sure, the running back could have, as Jacob Hester astutely said, hit a hole different, picked a different hole. But when it looks like the opening of Saving Private Ryan every damn time you have the football, within seconds, even before you get the ball, you see everything getting blown up in front of you. What's a guy to do but try and literally dance out of that when you've got bodies at your feet and everything's there? You can't really start to get a burst going, momentum going. You saw when Ty, even under duress, could get that going. He was picking up the biggest gains of the game, straight through the teeth of that UCLA defense in the rare times that the LSU offensive line could block, even just slightly. So, I don't feel like Ty Davis-Price needs to be just yanked out of there. Tre Bradford's a starter. I don't think that's even close to what reality or what the team should do. I think the team should stay the course, but they should be mixing not only Tre Bradford in with certain sets, but why not mix the young Corey Kiner in there? And when he gets back, Armani Goodwin. Just show him all your cards in the running game. And that means, to me, that means a worn-down defense, and to me that means the best from every back. Then you truly will see who the number one back is. I think it will be Ty Davis-Price. But I'm just saying, once you wear down that defense with a plethora of bodies, different profiles, speed on one play, gashing you, physicality on another, agility on the third, all the above on another with a just frightening playmaking ability. When you just hit them with all these different combos, they're not going to stand up to it. And UCLA survived because we just kept showing them the same damn thing. We'd put in Josh Williams and they would have total time to prepare because Josh would stay in there for the whole series. It wasn't anything too creative. So it's Tre Bradford coming in. A lot of people are up in arms. As long as we don't lose a 2022 scholarship, I'm fine. But I think we might lose a 2022 scholarship. Getting him back on. Hopefully it's just him retaking his 2020 scholarship, 2020 for the 2021 season as well, before he transferred. Hopefully it's just him retaking that. And but I really don't know the rules on that. Not going to really say much, but as long as it does not affect us in the scholarship area, we should be good. it should be just fine. But if it does, that's a little bit of a risky hit there. But we'll see. It's a gamble here, but all hands on deck. I'm okay with it. Let's go. Go Tigers.